I'm just letting everybody know I love to be loved. Okay. I do think everybody is crazy when they say really amazing things about me. I'm like, they need spectacles. They are crazy. They're just biased. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, keep it coming. I really love it.
I even show it like the other day, like I'd shown it to my driver and I said, "What do you think of it?" And he said, "हाँ, मतलब उतना मजा नहीं आया." I was like so glad that he said that.
And we, as artists, we should know how to differentiate between just like putting you down criticism and constructive criticism, because constructive criticism really helps you grow.
Koimoi.com.
On that note, as an actor and a filmmaker, tell me, both of you, how do you draw a line between unfair and constructive criticism that comes your way?
I think it's the again, it's a lot to do with intent, and you can see it very very
Yes.
clearly. I mean, sometimes I'm amazed at the things I read or I see. Not necessarily about my film or my work or whatever, but even others. Just like, you can clearly see there is something else at play over here, and it's not quite, I mean, but I feel like we can't control that, can we? Now it's up to them and their integrity, the people who are um, possibly talking about certain things, and whether they are being honest about what it is that they are talking about. And if you're talking about like reviews, etc., that's different, and including people. But I think that constructive criticism is in fact very, very, very important. And we, as artists, we should know how to differentiate between just like putting you down criticism and constructive criticism, because constructive criticism really helps you grow and helps you change certain things, helps you look within. Like, the first 10 minutes, you might be petulant and be like, no, that's not true, that's not fair. But if that person is valuable to you, and you hold that person in you respect that person and their opinion, or if that person has made a point, it does get into your head, and you do then think about and work towards it. And I do feel that, as artists, at least I always tell myself this: I am not bigger than the work, than the art form. uh, I'm just like one spoke in that large wheel, with so many people who go towards creating that film. And I should never be bigger than the art form, and I should not believe my own myth. I mean, and that is when I will be able to take the criticism. And trust me, I keep my own team people, whether it's hair, makeup, or my manager, or my family, or anybody. They tell me off as they think right, and I listen to them. I might sulk for a bit, but I do listen. I'm okay with that.
That's true. For you, Neeraj?
Same for me. In fact, I don't have to even think about it because, in fact, it's a problem for me. I'm trying to work over it. Is that I tend to look at my work with too much of critical lens, and
Okay.
it comes in the way of appreciation because crew members and actors and everybody need appreciation. But I am so critical of my work that I constantly look down upon it, and I want to find a way to be able to be seeing it that okay, fine, some things are working, some this is good or this is amazing. I don't have that, and I thrive on criticism a lot. I'm trying to change that.
I'm just letting everybody know I love to be loved. Okay. I do think everybody is crazy when they say really amazing things about me. I'm like, they need spectacles. They are crazy. They're just biased. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, keep it coming. I really love it. Thank you.
But let's be
I
real,
love it.
you don't get bad reviews, okay?
I know, it's so nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So blessed. Really.
Yeah. So these guys might just kick me out. I would like to ask you, Neeraj, about the backlash on the same lines. Tell me one thing, Neeraj. For example, Sacred Games 1 and 2 was compared and there were brutal comparisons. Does that make you change anything in your working pattern?
Of course, you have to learn from what goes on, and I mean, I do accept the challenges that it comes with, and I am constantly looking back at my work, and constantly asking people, like how Aditi was saying, like I even show it like the other day, like I'd shown it to my driver, and I said, "What do you think of it?" And he said, "हाँ, मतलब उतना मजा नहीं आया." I was like so glad that he said that, because he was expecting something else.
Was
So
he
Okay.
saying that about Geeli Pucchi?
no, 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 not about Geeli Pucchi,
No.
another art film. Okay, so So I'm just saying it's essential for us to be so grounded and to be at that. And I'm always I always want fair criticism. Otherwise you'll become vain. You'll become something else, and that is the idea of. That's why it's called a critique. Is that
Yes.
you have to be unbiased towards it. You have to be objective towards it. You can't be subjective. You can't have your acquaintances have an implicit bias on your critique. So I'd want that.
Koimoi.com